Oh, hi. I'm trying to set up the event. Let's see how this goes. Broadcasting live for the next 20 minutes or so. Pop in so I'm not so alone in the world. Okay. That's Facebook. Let's take care of Twitter. Let's see who shows up. Um, it's just me right now. I shaved my head and my beard. We'll wait for people to come in and then see what we can see. Hello, say something, you lovely fucks. What can I do with this? Here's my audio. I'm adjusting my audio level. What's a showcase? I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't want to share my screen. What does this mean? Chat? What's this? Recommended app draw. Google Effects. YouTube. What does that mean? Accept. I don't know what this is going to do. Welcome to YouTube and Hangouts. Okay. Oh, I don't think that's the right thing. I'm going to draw on myself. Oh, what to make the people go? Make the people come now. Hey, come talk to me about stuff, you jerks. You trick fucks. Is anyone here yet? If no one shows up, I'm not going to do this web show. Oh, I think there's someone here, maybe. If you are a person here, say something in the chat thing. What does searching for a face mean? Oh. Look, okay, I can't see you or I don't know who you are, but I'm going to draw something on my face. This is for you. One person. This is super entertaining, right? Aren't you glad you came? For real though, say hello because the point of this, I guess, is for me not to talk to myself. I mean, I will smoke weed. Ideally, people would be like, "Hey, man, here's the thing I want to talk about," and then we could talk about it, like a TV show or something that you like. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm stretching. I am looking for ways to stay relevant and vibrant in this YouTube community, in this world we live in of social media. And I like this hangout concept if people would actually talk. But right now, there's only one viewer. Hello, viewer. Try to, like, if, hello, can you do a chat thing? Go into group chat, man, if you're here. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to talk to myself for that long. I cannot sustain this level of talking to myself. Feature is disabled. All right, where's the chat? I know there's one person here theoretically. I don't know who that person is. I don't know if there's any way that I could tell who that person is. This is fucking weird, guys. I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. I'm talking. Not getting any audio from you. Sure looks pretty, though. Okay, so someone's here. Is that you, Will? Why are you not getting my audio? Can you hear me? I don't know what's happening. is not muted. There are 2 viewers now. Viewers, if you can hear me, say so on Twitter or Facebook because I'm confused about this whole endeavor. I thought this was like a chat. You chat in the chat thing. Go to the chat thing and say, hello, my name is blah. I can see you. I shaved this side of my face, but not this side of my face, so I feel a little insecure. I certainly don't think this is just me talking at no one. Like, I've seen people do this where there's, like, other little videos of other people talking and stuff like that, and chat windows going. Am I thinking of the wrong thing, mayhaps? Let's see what Twitter has to say. I have 3 notifications. Twitter's saying, I've got audio and video, but no way to interact via the chat window. Why not? Not Internet Explorer chat, Google Hangout chat. Are you... Are you in Google Hangout, man? I just saw you say that, where was that? Edward says he's got audio and video, but no way to chat. Why not? Is what I want to know. Group chat, it says, right? Am I crazy here? Do I not know how to work this technology? How the fuck do you do this, guys? All right. It is a Google Hangout, which is the thing where, like, all the people talk in the little windows, right? Like, my friend has a fucking YouTube show where he does this every week. I'm waiting for more correspondence from you people because I'm very confused. Oh, the Sarnev trial is blowing up again, says Vice. Interesting. I don't know what that means. I'm Chrome watching your feed. I got in through the link you provided. Do I have to invite people to the Google Hangout? This is very confusing. Let me invite people. That's the same link I used to get you guys here in the first place, I think. Plus Google Events. I'm very confused. Plus Google. All right, try this link. I'm going to tweet out a new link, see if this works. If there's still one person sticking around. Yeah, try that link. I just tweeted it. So, guys, if you're watching this right now, I'm trying to make this work. I think I tweeted out the wrong link. Maybe you needed to get invited to the Hangout. So I just tweeted a new link. Click on that and see if it does anything. And talk in the chat and stuff. And make a little pop-up video window where I could, like, draw pictures on you. If you have any interest. 2 viewers. Can't tell who they are. Wait. Will Wheaton. Will Wilkins. Why'd I call you Will Wheaton?
I don't know.
Edward's here too. Oh, so it does work.
I don't think so.
Will?
What?
What is this?
What is what?
What is this program in general? Is this the point of it? Am I supposed to interact with people like this?
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be cross interaction. Everybody.
Oh, okay. So ideally, how many people can get in the video?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I know you're
like 5 or 3 or 4, something like that.
That's ideally what it would be, and I could, like, go to new people who have new questions and stuff like this. All right, so at least I figured out that I've got to do the Hangout invitation, and Edward's in here in the chat now. Are you at work right now, dude?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pop off now.
That's amazing. Understood. That's why you're whispering. All right, badass, dude. So at least it's working. Thank you for your help, master of all tech things. For the other 2 people here, Will Wilkins, ladies and gentlemen, Smotko's own tech guy and other bald person. Yo, what if we did an all-bald web show, Will?
Well, the only way that would work is if the only thing you saw was this.
Okay, so we just got to tilt the cameras down and make it really attractive for women to come in and look at all the testosterone flowing in this Google Hangout, right?
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, dude.
Peace.
All right, cool. Later, man. Let's see. Edward, I see you're in the chat. Are you hearing and seeing me good, sir? Awesome. All right, cool. Who else is here right now? Is there any way to tell who are the 3 viewers, 2 viewers, 1 viewer? I don't know how many viewers there are. All right, so it's kind of working, I guess. And I guess the idea is that people can jump in via that other. On my end, I see Matt in the corner with my icon. Okay, cool. I am going to re-put that link out with the right one, so people can theoretically come join us. Yeah, and I would like to do this on a more frequent basis. Hang in with me, Edward. You're my test subject here, dude. Let's see. Fixed link. I type when I talk, or vice versa, which is weird. Come hang out and watch me talk to myself. Okay. Fixed link. Let's see. What's going on, 2 viewers? All right. If you guys want to talk about anything in particular or hear me talk about anything, say it in the chat or pop in on the video link. I guess the idea for this show, I'm talking to just you, Edward, so let's do it, man. Why not? The idea for this is just a way for me to interact with people on kind of a more regular basis, meaning like Bagged and Boarded. I don't know. There was the vacuum on Bagged and Boarded where it was just me talking about what I wanted to talk about, whereas like I feel like this would be a good opportunity for people to be like, oh, did you watch this show? Do you read this comic book? What's your feelings on this drug? And the answer is I like it. I'll give you that. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully do a few of these a week and just kind of make it a general chat video show. Oh, someone's in my backyard, I think. I don't know. I just heard someone talking. I guess this is the way to do this. Sweet, man. I mean, the solo run of Bagged and Boarded, as in me talking to myself, or oh, okay. I mean, there were only a few of those, I think. I don't know that I would want to do that again. I am recording a new Bagged and Boarded this weekend with my friend Sean, and we have no viewers right now, so I'll just keep talking. I am recording a new Bagged and Boarded this weekend with my friend Sean, and I'm sure Will is very surprised to hear that. And so, yeah, Edward, ideally, yeah, that wouldn't count as a solo episode. No, I'm kind of rebooting it, man. Like, I say that, I've said that 30 fucking times, but now I have, like, an explanation for why I haven't been doing the show so much or been so into it. And I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, the long story short is that, like, I was a different human being when I did Bagged and Boarded. And not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing, but as a different human being, it's just a different show. So if I'm going to go forward with it, I just want to kind of let people know what my life is like now and kind of the stuff I want to talk about. Like, I haven't read an American comic in, like, 10 years. Like, there were 2 bald dudes in front of windows, bald windows. And so we get that fucking glare going, man. Otherwise, the chicks can't tell. They're like, is that dude bald or not? I don't know. So, yeah, Bagged and Boarded would ideally just, I mean, there's no reason I need to reboot it as per se, but since I haven't done it in so long, I just feel like I owe an explanation to why and where it would go differently in the future. I mean, it would be closer to, like, the time Moss stuff I've been doing recently with Sean, just more like freeform comedy. I know, just record a show, you bozo. But here's the thing, Will. I get other than you, I get no support from Smodco anymore, man. I feel like the redheaded stepchild of that network. And I know that doesn't matter, but no one's asking for it. So, like, it makes it easy not to do it. However, not a reason not to do it. So this guy'd like it more. Edward would like it more. So for you, Edward, we will do it more. Bagged and Boarded will be back. Also, like, I have shit to actually promote for the first time. And not that's the reason to do the podcast, but, like, post Smodcastle till about, like, 6 months ago, there wasn't really much to report on. I wasn't, like, fucking reading comics. I wasn't necessarily in the best place. So, like, funny chatting, I didn't really have it in me. However, I am in a place now where I feel like I might have some stuff to talk about. For instance, yo, The Flash is the best show, guys. It took me I know, exactly. I'm sorry to interrupt, but Will said, yeah, the best reason to do any podcast is to start whoring, and I got a comic coming eventually, so I feel like it might be a good place to talk about it. Yo, The Flash, it took me like 15 episodes of not watching it before I realized I should watch it, and it is so fucking good. I think it is the best comic book TV show that's ever existed, flat out. Like, I can't think of a better one. I don't know if you guys watch it. If there were like 10,000 people in here right now, at least 5 of them would probably watch The Flash, and they'd be so excited about this conversation. Not really a DC fan. See, there you go. Dude, you know what? You almost kind of don't. You know what? Never mind. I take that back. You have to be a DC fan to enjoy The Flash because it is the most, like, C-list DC bad guy-centric show of all time. But, that being said, if you like DC C-listers, it's fucking pitch perfect. Let me think. This is going pretty well. I guess I just have to... Yeah, I know. You know, I'll be honest, Edward. I don't like Flash as a character, really. Yeah, and Hamill's Trickster. I gotta get better at reading the comments. I was never a giant Flash fan as a character. Weirdly enough, his bad guys are my favorite bad guys in comics, like the Flash Rogues, like Mirror Master and Trickster and Captain Cold and Pied Piper and Captain Boomerang, and like I just think they're really awesome bad guys on a weird, like, they're just normal kind of small-time crooks who have, like, weaponry thing. None of them are like, I want to destroy the world or I want to kill Flash. They're all like, yo, I want to steal stuff so I can have more money so I can live a better life. Like, they've teamed up with the Flash. So I'm a big fan of those boys. And just, like, it's just cool. Like, they handled Flash really well. Like, Superman on Smallville sucked even though he was never Superman. I'm not fucking watching Gotham. How dare you? S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of garbage. Flash is just like a love letter to comic book fans. Even, like, it's a CW show, so, like, the acting's not perfect, and there's some, like, you know, silly CW moments. But for the most part, it's like pitch perfect right on. I'm just checking. All right, cool. So I have to fix the link. Gotham is not terrible. It's slow, though. I haven't seen Gotham. I read the pilot, and I was just really put off by all the, like, hey, Officer Nigma, enough with your riddles. Literally, in the script for the pilot, they would introduce, like, the character, like, Oswald Cobblepot, and in parentheses, they would go, just for the readers, it never made the TV show, they would go, by the way, he becomes the Penguin in the future. It was like, yeah, we fucking know. It's not all of these people knew each other either. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Is it worth watching, Edward? Like, I just have no interest in teenage fucking Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle hanging out, which they never would have. Like, I know the ending to this story. He becomes Batman. He becomes Catwoman. That's why, you know, I've been kind of off of these origin shows in general. Like, Bates Motel, for instance. I was like, okay, so it's going to build to a place where he fucks his mom or something, right? But I watched it on Netflix the first season. It was really good. So, I don't know. TV, I can't judge my own taste in TV anymore. Like, I liked fucking Salem, which is insane. I binge-watched Salem on Netflix, the WGN show. Also, I just don't have much to do during the day, so I'm more apt to watching things. Also, I canceled my cable subscription when I moved houses. So I just watch, like, if there's a new show on Netflix, I'll give it a chance. So I've seen a lot of weird shows that way. Edward's saying Gotham is more about the mob families than it is, like, little mini superhero kids. That's better, at least. But I feel like if you're making Gotham, I want to see superhero shit. I don't know. I'm torn. I just don't feel like I want to see that show. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, thank you, is the best. I'll give it a try, Gotham. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is by far the best comedy to come out since Arrested Development, I think. Like, I binged that show twice in a row. I just looped it. You know what I mean? That's my kind of telebi. Terebi. That is the Japanese word for television. Terebi. I can do Japanese lessons on here. I can do live drawing. Like this. Watch. I'm going to live draw right now. See, that's always how I envision myself. Claire Grant is on the call. Yo, Claire.
Well, hi.
I don't know what's happening. I just decided to do Google Hangout, and I'm trying to figure it out.
I've never done a Google Hangout, and I saw you doing it, and I was like, oh man, maybe I'll say hi.
I just got so scared when a friend of mine in real life came onto the call. Like I got nervous and embarrassed, and like I was just drawing red eyes on myself.
Amazing.
This is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm just talking to people about like Gotham. There's only like 3 people in here in general, so don't be worried. But it's
Okay.
just yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna start doing these like every week, I think, and try to like bring guests with me and like friends and stuff.
That's fun.
It's giving me something to do. Do you
I've
watch?
never done it before.
It's really cool, and I think it automatically goes on YouTube after, theoretically, if you want it. So you can like just do like live web shows, and then people can watch them again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I tried to do Twitch TV, but I think it's just video game stuff, so that's why I came up with this.
Yeah, I haven't done Twitch either. I like to play video games by myself. I'm scared to share that with people.
Well, the thing with yeah, I guess so, because people would judge how good you are of a video gamer, right?
I don't want anyone to take that away from me.
No, and I feel like that's a super hardcore fan base too. Like,
Yeah.
I would just want to play like Mappy Land or like old like Super Nintendo games. Like, I don't want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, yeah, what if they just make fun of me, you know?
You could do Warcraft. That might be fun.
Yes. I'm still stuck on Bravely Default.
Oh, you're still playing that? I never even checked it out. I got so bored. I got so busy randomly. Bravely Default, for those who don't know, Claire told me about, is a Square game, like the same makers with Final Fantasy, right? It's like a JRPG.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just role playing, you know, saving crystals, saving the world.
Anything that requires 400 hours of my time, I'm in for.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm like 150 hours in right now.
Because clearly I'm looking for something to do during the day, hence this video. Right on, man. Thanks for coming by. Do you watch The Flash? We were just talking about that.
Yes, I do. I love The Flash. That last episode made me so happy.
Dude, isn't it really, really good? And like, I never even loved The Flash as a character, but that TV show is really fucking good.
Yeah, it's so great. I think it's like one of the best cast shows ever, and they do such a good job of setting up relationships and making you actually care about those characters.
Oh, and that's why that last episode, like, spoiler alert, like, when that dude dies for a moment, like, I almost cried.
They can't kill him. He's like the best.
Well, no, clearly, now that Flash went back in time, I think the first thing we do in the next episode is bring that dude back to life. You know what I mean?
God, yeah.
It's super good though. Do you know they're doing a spin-off?
Yeah, off of oh my gosh, I'm the worst. The guy, Superman, that guy's character, his character.
Yeah, I think it's like Firestorm and Booster Gold and like they mentioned Blue Beetle. They mentioned a couple like random really cool ones. People we haven't even seen yet on Flash.
That's really cool. I didn't realize it was going to be all of that. I just thought it was going to be Atom.
Yeah, no, there it is, Will. So it's the Atom and Firestorm, and from what I've heard, like Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, and like kind of the DC C-lister superheroes, which I'm so excited for.
Let's just talk about how much those boys are like the Amel boys are like crushing CW superheroes.
Okay, so when that dude showed up on the show at first, I was like, another Arrow episode, and then it took me Googling to see that they had different first names to realize that those were different human beings.
Yeah.
Kind of weird that they're both good actors and they're both dope in the roles. Isn't it kind of confusing though to cast two like people who look so much alike with the same name?
I mean, I think the CW really likes him. They cast him as a lead on that other show. That time travel show or something.
No, wasn't he Mercy Reef? Like, wasn't Arrow?
No, not Arrow. His brother.
Robbie Amell. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the lead on some other CW show that only made it for a season, and I think that they just really like those.
They love those Amell boys, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's super good, and like Mark Hamill. You heard Mark Hamill's coming as the Trickster.
No.
Yeah, there's a clip.
Or keep up with or pay attention to anything. I love being surprised, so you're kind of blowing my mind.
I'm sorry about that. There's a clip online too. I think it's like maybe 2 episodes from now, or definitely like in the next part of the season. But Mark Hamill's going to be on the show. Oh wait, Will, is that true? So Will Wilkins said that Mark Hamill played the Flash played the Trickster in the '90s Flash show. So he's reprising his character that he played on the old '90s show. That's crazy.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Also, did you know? So like Barry's dad, the one in jail. Do you know that dude is the original Flash?
I did know that.
Yeah.
That's so neat.
It's cool that they're like acknowledging that '90s show that no one's heard of.
I remember that show. I watched that show when I was a kid.
I remember vaguely it being on TV, but I don't remember loving it. I wish they probably put it on Netflix or something at this point, right?
Yeah. I didn't watch. I mean, I watched all of it, but I don't remember it. I watch a lot of things and then forget about them, and then that's it. And they're like out of my brain.
Especially now with like Netflix. Like I literally watched like 3 movies yesterday, and the only reason I can tell you what they are is because I go to my history. Like it just washes over so quickly.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, because Seth retains every single thing that he ever sees or ever watches, and then he can talk to anybody about it in great length, and I'm like, I don't understand how that happens.
I'm like that with weirdly specific like stuff that really appeals to me, like comic stuff, but like I've watched I think 14 episodes of House of Cards. I can't tell you anyone's name.
I was like that with The Sopranos. I watched every episode. I don't know anything that happened on any one of those episodes ever. I know the main guy's name was Tony, and that's it.
Yeah, Tony Soprano, and there was someone named Big Pussy. I remember.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, he got thrown off a boat or something. Like that.
Oh my god! I remember the one guy sat on a dog and killed it. That's all I remember.
Did someone sit on a dog on The Sopranos and kill it?
Yeah. Tony's nephew got strung out on heroin and passed out and crushed his dog. Oh yes, Christopher sat on his dog. Yes, that was what was happening.
When I was in middle school, this kid named Jason Parasco had a pet duck, and he sat on it one day and killed it and was devastated. But it was weird that he had a pet duck to begin with. We were all over his house.
Imagine the noise that duck made when it...
It's probably a duck noise, like just a quack, unfortunately. I just remember him walking out of the room with this look on his face like he killed his best friend because he sat on his pet duck. Also, I grew up in Long Island, like where there weren't pet ducks. It was weird that this dude had a pet duck to begin with.
I've never heard of a pet duck.
No, and I guess it was the only one. I think there was one on like Friends, maybe.
Oh, that's cute.
I didn't watch a lot of Friends though.
Ducks, when they're little ducklings, are so soft and cute, and then they get older and they bite you.
Terrifying.
It hurts.
Ducks. You've been bit by a duck?
Yeah, there's a when I lived in Memphis, I spent a lot of time just hanging out at the park there, and there's always like lakes with ducks, and I would feed the ducks like bread and stuff, and they get. Because they are fed so often by people don't scare them, and they'll like come at you wanting bread, and if you don't have it, sometimes they would come at you.
There's nothing scarier than wild animals who are not afraid of people.
Yeah, like the Los Angeles coyotes.
Sure, yeah, and there's this like when I went to Japan, it happened a few times. So like, there's this town called Nara. It's like this old like temple town, and there are like, I'm going to say 10,000 deer that just wander the streets, and like people feed them. But the problem is, if you have food in your hands, like 600 deer will just rush you, and it's scary. Like I saw women get knocked down and stuff. Like at first you're like, oh cool, I'm going to feed the deer, and then there's like a World War Z wave of deer just rushing over you.
That's so deer. They're also, it's scary. It's scary. They're nature. They don't know any different, you know.
No, yeah, totally. Who's this? We got another guy on video. What's up, man?
Hey, this is Edward. I got my camera and microphone working.
Oh, awesome, dude.
So,
how's it going? Welcome to our chat about wild animals that are scary. So, also in Japan, I went to this beach, Claire, and I was just hanging out, and I tweeted a picture, and Ruby, our friend of ours, Ruby, texted me, "Did you see all the hawks yet?" And I was like, "What do you mean hawks?" And I looked up, and there were like fucking 5,000 hawks just circling this beach. They were on every telephone wire. They were on like every sidewalk. And the Japanese people like treat them like seagulls. Oh my god. Like I just killed a dog. Oh no. What's happening?
I thought like a swarm of hawks were coming for you right now.
Yeah, no, what's happening? Like, the Hawks heard me talking shit and they flew from Japan. But, dude, I would be, like, sitting on the beach and these Hawks would, like, dive bomb over everyone's heads and no one flinched. And I would be screaming like I was about to die. Where are you? What room are you in, man? That's a big room.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is my auto repair shop. I'm the owner. I own my own small auto repair shop, and I just had to close the doors because there's too much light behind me. I had a feeling I was getting drowned out by all the California sun.
All right, on, man.
Right now.
Where are you? Where's your auto repair shop? Where are you calling from?
Pacheco, California, about an hour outside of San Francisco.
Pachinko?
Pacheco.
Oh, where the casinos are.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard of that. Okay, yeah. Good call, Claire. Do you go to the casinos a lot, dude?
No. No, I'm not a gambling man.
Clearly the shop's not too busy today if you're taking time to fucking watch me talk about Gotham, but I appreciate it, dude.
Well, that's the beauty of being the owner-operator. You can kind of pretty much do what you want.
I guess so. Claire, you watched Gotham, right?
I do. I'm like 2 episodes behind though.
Because Edward was trying to tell me to check it out. Do you dig it?
It's there are things I like about it and things I don't like about it. I like a lot of the characters. I like a lot of the actors. I'm like so into Batman that I need to watch that show. I need to know everything. But like sometimes I'm not as into it as I wish I was, you know?
If you had to rank the current superhero shows, so what do we got? We got Flash, we got Gotham, we got S.H.I.E.L.D.
Arrow.
Arrow. What's your favorite right now, Flash?
Yeah, I mean...
You like S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot too, though, right?
I do. I watched S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. was hard for me. Like, I watched it, and after the second episode, I was out. I was like, I'm not into the show. But Seth kept watching it, and he convinced me that I needed to just push through it, and so then I binged it, and now I'm on board.
I think someone told me to skip to like the 17th episode or something, and I did. Basically, when all the shit starts going down with like the Terrigen stuff and the Inhumans, and then I was on board. Like, S.H.I.E.L.D. gets suddenly really good. Oh, you know what it is? It's after the Captain America stuff happens. It's when
when they started really giving you Easter eggs to combine all of the different storylines. I think I checked back in when Jamie's characters.
I watched that one with you guys. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So that's when I started watching it again. I watched that, and I was like, okay, S.H.I.E.L.D., I'll watch these episodes.
Edward, you watch S.H.I.E.L.D., man, or Will?
I don't. I kind of got caught in that trap of hearing that it wasn't kind of like you with Gotham, where I heard the first couple episodes weren't that great, and then I have a weird switch in my brain where if I can't get in the beginning, I have a hard time going back because if I don't see every episode, I won't. I have to do. I'm kind of a completionist that way.
Sure.
So now the season is so far in, it's like, well, I don't have the time to sit down and watch. What are they, 2 seasons in?
I mean, you've got like 40 episodes to catch up on. Will, do you watch it?
Yeah, I do watch it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen after Avengers: Age of Ultron drops and see how the show's going to change again.
Also,
I love the show now. I love it now. It just it was hard for me to get into it, but now that I'm in, I'm in.
For those who are listening later on YouTube or listening live, the reason Will is talking so low is because he's at work right now, and the reason he's talking so beautifully is because he is the voice announcer for all of Smodco and a podcaster in his own right. So there you go.
I thought that voice sounded familiar.
There you go, man. Yeah, I'm. You know what? What show is coming out? Is it Teen Titans? Is live action? Is that the next one?
That's cool.
There's some other big DC TV show coming out soon. Will, you might know what I'm talking about. I believe it might be Titans. Like, it's not Titans because they've been cast. Oh, it's with Hawk and Dove. What show is that? The one. It's not Titans. I don't know what I'm talking about then. I want to see where that dude's going in his garage.
Oh, Supergirl. They're about to do Supergirl on CBS.
Oh, that's right. And it's the same showrunners as Arrow and Flash.
Yeah, I think it's Greg Berlanti. Is that true?
So yeah, so it's the same universe. So theoretically, yeah, they could do crossovers and stuff. Have you seen any of the promo stuff from Supergirl yet?
Just the pictures.
Right.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, I'm really I tried really hard to get in and audition for that, but they were holding the auditions during the 4 months that I didn't have an agent this last fall. And then literally they were testing for it the very week that I got an agent again. And I think that they were specifically trying to cast somebody who wasn't, who was more, what's the word, accessible?
We're all trying to think of polite ways to say this, who didn't look like Supergirl. And, like, this is probably a bad conversation to be having right now, but Supergirl is the hottest chick on the planet. This girl is not unattractive, but she looks like a normal girl who is at, like, the deli right now, like, across from my house.
Yeah, I really wanted to get in on that show. It would have been fun.
Yeah, I just don't, because they've done a really good job of casting these other shows. Like, Arrow is, the guy playing Arrow is 1,000 times more ripped than he needs to be.
Perfect.
So they also haven't been shying.
Shows has been incredible.
They haven't been shying away from, like, casting hot actors. I'm just a little confused about the Supergirl thing. And I feel shitty even saying it, like, judging a girl just based on her appearance before I see her as the character. But, like, I don't even think she's blonde, really.
She's not. It's like it's like dishwater, you know. So it's not. I think she's still technically a blonde. Her hair probably looks like what my hair would look like if I didn't make it lighter. You know, she just came. She was in. Oh,
has she been in stuff? I don't know the girl.
Yes, she was just in Whiplash. You know, and Whiplash,
okay, so that's probably yeah.
She's got some heat coming off of her, and I think that I'm not sure on this, but I think that she was also on Glee. But everything that I read, they just wanted someone who was a little more accessible and not as like super pretty as the last couple of girls who they cast as Supergirl, which is fine. You know, I really do trust Greg Berlanti. I think that he knows what he's doing, and I think that DC for television is just like crushing it. So
good, DC for television, yeah.
I try to reserve like my judgment for things until I see them, I do, you know, it's when we're talking about superheroes that are known and established all over the world, people have their superheroes, and it's like they think of them the way that they've been given to us by the creators for the entire time they've been in existence. And when they go so far from what you think of as the character, it's harder, and that's such a beloved character.
Well, I think you brought up a good point, too. Is like, I remember vividly the day I was reading Wizard magazine where they premiered the first picture of Laura Vandervoort as Supergirl, and I lost my mind. Like,
so happy, yeah.
She was the best-looking woman on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, you want to lose your mind when you see the new Supergirl, I feel like. I don't know.
Well,
I'll give him the chance, though.
I'm giving him the chance because I want to love it. I want it to be my new favorite show, and I want them to get a female superhero show right. I want them to do it right.
Did you ever see that Wonder Woman pilot that never happened?
I read the script. There were so many things that were.
It found its way online, I think. It's not fun.
You know, they have this problem. Whenever they're trying to do female superheroes, they think that female, like the character, has to be doing, you know, super female things, and that the villains have to be super female. Like the villain in that was the head of a makeup corporation.
Yes. No, that's Catwoman. Yeah, that's the Halle Berry Catwoman one, right?
No, that was also for yes. That was also what they did in.
Was it for both?
Yes, for the Wonder Woman one too, and it's like. Stop doing that. You know, she can be in a normal person's world. You don't have to. I mean, you can easily switch. Like if you want to do a female superhero show that works, then just write it as if it's a man and then put a chick there. That's all you have to do.
I mean, I just think it's funny that every time they try to make women evil, it's because they're old and they don't look pretty anymore, and like that's ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah. That they've done the makeup company thing twice in television and movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I just want to know how they're going to shoehorn this show into the CSI network, basically. Because other than Big Bang Theory, how does this apply?
Yeah, I don't get why it's on CBS and not CW. If it's the same.
CBS and CW are both under the CBS studio.
Okay.
So it's the same studio, and you know, like. I think I could be wrong about this, but they're sister networks because they're from the same studio, and so technically, if they really wanted to, they could develop it for CW, but maybe they're trying to go for like CW is very stylized. They're the home of most of my favorite shows right now, which is crazy because I'm an adult woman who's really into
Flash isn't that CW-y though, in my opinion.
I don't think
gets
a lot of
there.
shows on the CW are very CW anymore, and I don't know if you guys are watching The 100, but it's like the greatest show ever.
No, you love The 100. Have either of you guys seen The 100? Claire keeps talking about this show. Hopefully, someone in the comments loses their mind.
It's crazy. That show is insane. What they do.
As soon as it hits Netflix, I'm there.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to the superhero things. They probably just want to divide the audience for CBS is different than the audience for CW, and the style is different. So maybe they're just trying to bring the successful model of the CW show to CBS to get a whole new audience of people to tune into the CBS.
Sure.
And if they do it with the CBS style, then maybe it won't detract people who are scared of the CW.
You say the CBS style, all I imagine is Supergirl as like a multi-camera sitcom in front of a live audience with like really shitty sets and stuff, and like Chuck Lorre dropping a piano on someone or whatever. Have you guys seen that 2.5 Men finale thing?
No.
Or have you heard about it? So I don't watch that show because I'm not 85 years old. But the way they ended like the 10-year run of 2.5 Men is like Ashton Kutcher and John Cryer are like sitting on a balcony looking at Malibu, and there's a helicopter holding a piano like flying towards them, and they're like, oh, that looks like something Charlie Sheen would do, but he's dead, right? And then there's the world's most obvious body double from behind of Charlie Sheen walking up to the front door of the house, and as soon as he rings the doorbell, a piano falls on him and kills him. And then the camera pans out to Chuck Lorre, the show's creator, sitting in a director chair, and he like turns to the camera and goes, winning, and then a piano falls on him. And that is the wrap-up of 10 years of the highest-rated television comedy sitcom in like decades.
I guess he can do whatever he wants to do, and
it's such a weird, petty dig. Like, what about fans of the show who don't give a fuck about your gossip fucking fight with Charlie Sheen? You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like there's very rarely been a series finale to a show that everyone was on board and loved.
Sure.
So if you already know that everyone's going to hate the ending of your show, why not make the ending of your show a
just
big
don't give them an ending,
yeah. Charlie, but to your audience, right? Because he's Chuck Lorre, and people are going to watch his fucking shows anyway.
Yes, and that was the biggest bummer for me. It was a fuck you to the audience, being like, "Yo, I got a license to print money. This don't affect me." Like, fuck you for dedicating 10 years of your life and caring about these characters and trying to see some sort of resolution.
Well, but also maybe he was saying he was letting the audience in on saying "fuck you" to Charlie because maybe he feels like Charlie let the audience
down. Sure, no, I
the audience to tell Charlie to fuck off.
It's just such a strange world we live in, where like TMZ dictates the ending of your television show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would that be the most expensive bad joke? Because that had to cost a ton of money to put that whole lot between your cost for the cast and getting a goddamn helicopter.
Oh, helicopter! Like,
how expensive of a bad joke is that?
Really expensive one, but that dude's worth $1 billion, so he don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? That's the funny part. And Charlie Sheen was like super upset about it, and like threatened him on Twitter and shit, and was like, "I know where you live."
The best.
Do you remember when like celebrities didn't get into fights or release sex tapes? Did you guys hear about this yet?
No. What? What are you talking about?
Randy Quaid and his wife made a sex tape and they put it online.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. I saw that recently, and my mind was blown.
It's just it's just terrifying. Like, the original, like, oh, I'm a crazy person, and like, there's a Hollywood hit squad out to get me, and like, blah 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 blah. That was kind of fun. Now he's just uploading 20-minute videos of his face buried in his wife's crotch, like.
Right, but also there's it's more than that. He had his wife put on
The Rupert Murdoch mask, yeah.
yes, and then he fucked her in the ass, right?
Pretended to. Okay, so is that the video you're talking about, Claire?
That's the video I saw, yeah.
Okay, a new video went online yesterday, which is an actual sex tape where you see penises and penetration and vagina and like
people.
with nothing funny going on, like no Rupert Murdoch mask, no nothing. They just uploaded a video of themselves having sex for like 30 minutes with a dog barking at the foot of the bed the whole time.
Does he think that'll get him more jobs?
I can't imagine so, right? Like, do you think he thinks this is going to get him the Independence Day sequel? Well, like, and this is a weird place to go to it, but like, I worked on this short film with this kid named Jack Quaid, who is the son of Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid, and I was just like, can you imagine if your uncle put up a sex tape on not even just like your random uncle, your famous uncle, like, uploads a sex tape of him and your aunt. It's just such a fucking weird world we live in.
Very strange.
Well, the most amazing part is that you didn't hear about that. Like, that's how much weird shit is going on all the time now, is that, like, Randy Quaid making a sex tape can just kind of float by and no one will know about it.
Oh, that's so sad for Randy Quaid.
It's going to be a bummer, right? He just, like, his beard is down to, like, here, and his wife's got, like, weird, like, snowboard goggles on. It's the weirdest fucking video I've ever seen. If I really knew how to do this technology, I'd be able to do picture-in-picture and just, like, show the sex tape right now or something.
No, I don't need to see that ever.
I'm kind of glad I don't know how to do that technology. This has been really fun, guys. I want to do this again, like, soon. Thank you all for coming.
Oh, thanks for hosting.
I'm sure we got lives to go back to, but yeah, this was really fun. I'm glad I figured out the technology. I'm gonna go smoke a lot of weed now, and let's do this again sometime. Yeah.
Yay!
Thanks, everybody. Let's talk soon.
Bye.
Bye, internet.